So let me share my screen with you guys so that we can go ahead and get started. For any leader who is on this call, if you're a leader and you're on this call, please, you need to learn the things that I'm going to teach today because they're going to help you make a lot of money, especially when your team learns what to do. Okay. The things I'm going to share right now, they are going to help you and your team make a lot of money. Remember, the more that you make the money, the more you make the commissions, the better you enjoy the business. Let me share my screen right away. I hope my screen visible? Are you seeing my screen? Type a one in the chat if you're seeing my screen. Type for me a one in the chat if you're seeing my screen. It helps me to know that people are seeing my screen so that I can go ahead and yes. I can go ahead and go to straight to. I don't see people typing one. If you're able to see my screen, type a one in the chat. No one is typing one. She means my screen is invisible. Okay, I see only Jackson has typed a one. That confirms that my screen is visible. So let's go ahead. Today it was a massive bleeding. I think yesterday or the whole of these days it was a massive bleed. Bitcoin came from around 72,000. It went below to 65,000. Went below to 65K. So this gap here caused a lot of bleeding in the market. Many people were liquidated out there. If crypto flow was able to protect some of your positions, then kudos crypto flow. But even me, of course, today I took some hits. Yes, you know, even today I took some hits. Me myself alone, I took some hits. This is very normal in trading. Okay, these days will happen. You should be prepared for them. These are some hits that I took because the bot had already entered. By the time the market crashed, the market was moving very well. The bot was trading for me very well. But of course, the market reversed out of nowhere because of news, because of the panic. And I took some heavy hits. I lost around $700, but which is okay because I know the bot is going to recover this loss. It is very small money according to the capital I'm using because each trade had $1,000. Each trade had $1,000. Okay, but seeing that I've just taken a loss of out of $3,000, which was in those trades, I've just taken a loss of just $700. The loss was $700, and the $2,100 has still remained from those trades to continue trading. That proves to you the risk management behind crypto flow bot. Because why should we hide losses? We should not hide losses, guys, because we know in trading you win, but also there'll be some very terrible days and they eat into your profit. So my profit had grown, it was coming to over $2,000, but because of these bad days, it has gone back, it has reduced somehow, but still I remain profitable after all, because these are just few incidences that happen. That do not happen. Usually they happen once in a while. So you will remain profitable regardless. So that is very okay for me, but we go ahead to learn about trade settings. So I said, if you're new to crypto flow bot, maybe you haven't known how to set up crypto flow bot. Okay, I know some of you might have seen the board maybe closing some trades with a stop loss. That is very okay if you, especially if you're doing futures trading, because here you either hit a stop loss and you get out, or hit a take profit and you get out. There is no any other option. Okay. In futures trading using crypto flow bot, there is no option of you're going to be in floating loss for a month. That is not there. You will either hit a stop loss and get out, or hit a take profit and get out. So today we are going to see how you're going to do the trading side. So if you want to carry on automated trading, then here is what you have to do. Okay, if you want to carry on automated trading, this is what you have to do. So you must first bind crypto flow bot to your Binance account. If you bind crypto flow bot to your Binance account, of course it will read your Binance balance. Now I said, and I repeat it again. If you want to trade spot, make sure your money is in the spot wallet. Okay, if you want to trade spot, you can say I have some money in the spot wallet. So if you want to trade spot, make sure spot is selected. Okay, actually spot is on automation. Let me first remove this. Okay, if you want to trade on spot wallet, make sure spot is selected. If you want to trade on futures, make sure futures is selected. So it depends where your money is. Okay, you can say to say, I want to trade both spot and futures, or you decide to say, I want to trade only spot, or I want to trade only futures. The bot will handle everything. Whether you want to trade spot, whether you want to trade futures, whether you want to trade both, the bot is going to handle everything for you. Let me first mute people. I hear some background noise. Benjamin, you have your mics on. I don't know. Let me first mute everyone so that we can move on slowly, slowly, slowly. I believe most of you who are here, you are leaders. The fact that you are leaders, it means if you get this information, it is easy to pass it out. So after binding your Binance account, the bot is going to read your balance depending on the market direction you want to take. For example, if you want to trade short, I told you on short, on spot, must have some money in your Binance spot wallet. Okay. If you want to trade futures, make sure your money is in the futures wallet. As you can see, my money I have in spot and also have in futures. So let's say, for example, I want to majorly focus on spot, be on futures, because me personally, me as a person, I don't trade spot. Yeah, because people tell me, but spot is safer. Spot, you don't see any stop loss or liquidation. Spot is safe. Spot is very safe. Okay, spot trading is safe, but at the same time, it doesn't give money. No money in sport. No money. No money in sport. That is I'm being very honest. Futures trading, it may carry some risk. Okay. It may carry some risk of stop losses. Okay. But it gives more money. More money. So if I want to make money fast, I don't go for sport. Sport is for people who want to hold long term. Sport is for people who don't want money. Sport trading is for people who fear risking. Sport trading is for people who are comfortable making pennies, making small money, and are willing to encounter what we call floating loss for some longer time. Yes, because for example, imagine you had entered BNB or you had entered BTC when it was at 77,000 in spot, and now it is at 67,000. And you're still waiting. You're going to wait for this trade to come back for over 3 months. We don't know when Bitcoin is coming back. It might even go further to maybe 5,000. But in futures, you can ride these signals. You can ride the short signals. You can ride these short signals. Okay? You can ride these short signals and you enjoy the money as the market is going down. So to me, I don't trade spot. That is the reason. I want to enter the market when the market is going down. I also enter the market when the market is going up. But also, I also know that futures trading carries some risk of somehow hitting a stop loss. Sometimes I'll be stopped out, and that is very okay with me. I enter each trade with $1,000. I put $1,000 on each trade. So if I get stopped out and I lose just $200 on a trade, that is very okay. For example, some of you may look at this and you say, this is heavy. This is heavy loss. But to me, it is normal money. It is small money that I'm losing on a trade. Why? Because each trade here had $1,000. Okay. And I know with just a few days, maybe 1 week, which is good. If I get just 1 week, I will recover this loss and enjoy more profits. So to me, futures trading, it is where the money is. That's what I go with. So let's go ahead and we start today's session. So after you have bound and the balance is reading, you have two options. You can either choose full automation, full automation, or you can use custom auto. Custom auto. What do I mean? If you know, after binding your API, here you have a balance of $50 to around $190. Then there is no reason as why you should customize. Just come and turn on this button. Okay, come here and you turn on this button. Full stop. You're done like that. Okay, nothing to do. You're not going to panic. You're not going to do what the bot will handle the rest. That is for someone who wants full automatic mode. You have small capital. But if you know you have bound and you have some good capital here, what I recommend, come here to custom strategy. Come here to custom strategy. Okay. Come to custom strategy. Then you choose a strategy which resonates well with the money that you have. Usually, each strategy here will show you how many trades you will be able to get if you choose that strategy. Okay. Each strategy will show you how many trades you'll be able to get to trade simultaneously. What I mean is that the trades can run concurrently. So for example, if I come here and I select the 100, it's as if I'm telling my bot that even though I have $2,800, you divide this money by 100. Make sure you enter each trade with $100. Okay, make sure you enter each trade with $100. That is what I'm meaning. So it is going to get the money that is on your futures or your spot, divide by 100 to get how many trades you should trade for you. In this case, it is 28. For me, I recommend you go with a strategy which gives you 2 trades, 2 to 15 trades, 2 to 15 trades. Go with a strategy that can give you 2 to 15 trades. If you can get such a strategy and it's going to give you 2 to 15 trades, go with it. For example, if I had 2,000, if I had this own capital and this was my own capital, which strategy would I choose? I would most likely choose the $200 strategy. So after clicking in, how do I choose the $200? I just click in it. It means it is going to give me 13 trades running concurrently. So I just tap in this and the strategy is updated just like that. Then I move down here. I make sure I turn on long, I turn on short, I turn on the CA, and I also turn on this button. Full stop. That is done. Full automatic mode has been enabled. If we come back to the home screen, you will see, if we come back here, you will see it is showing you custom strategy running. Why? You went to strategy and you customized how the bot should behave in the market. That's why it is showing you custom strategy running. Now, if it is on, the bot is going to start picking trades when opportunities arise. Some of you are saying the bot is taking longer to pick trades. That is because the 3 days that have happened before, from yesterday to other 2 days before, the market has been crashing hard. When the market is crashing hard, what the bot does, it makes sure it first waits to put in more trades. It first concentrates on these ones which are currently running. Can I protect them? That is what it concentrates on. On the trades that are already in the market, it focuses on those and first waits to put in more trades. That's what it does. So why does it wait to put in more trades? Because its inbuilt system is meant to preserve user capital. User capital. Trust me, if we go to X here, let's go to something, because I want you to understand why me, I'm very conversant and I'm very okay with crypto flow bot, even when those losses came in. Let me show you something here. Let's look at the liquidations. You go to X here and you search crypto market liquidations. Okay, search crypto market liquidations. Liquidations. Crypto market liquidations in the past 24 hours, just 24 hours alone. Look at this. You're going to get scared. Look at this. Just 90 minutes, just 90 minutes ago, 90 minutes ago, we have seen these total liquidations in longs 1.9, in shorts 4.9. Look at this. The market has been bloody. 490 million in long liquidation, which means people who are in long positions, people got liquidated. They lost accounts. Look at this. Crypto liquidations approaching 2 billion in the last 24 hours. It is approaching 2 billion. What is happening? It is because the market has crashed very hard. Okay? And people who are in longs have been liquidated a lot. So if you see you have not yet been liquidated, what is a liquidation? A liquidation, let me tell you, what is a liquidation? A liquidation is when you lose all your capital. You lose all your capital, and you go back to zero. So to me, when I saw crypto flow was able to protect me from going back to zero and instead just lost $700 here and protected over my capital of over 10,000, it protected it. It just lost of just 700. To me, on a 10,000 capital, I'm very okay with that. That's why if you're using a structured system, you will never see a liquidation. If you're using crypto flow bot, you will never see a liquidation. It will never happen. You can be stopped out. Your profits can reduce. Of course, after being stopped out, your profits can reduce. But anytime, just one good week, you return all the money that you lost via stop loss and enter profits once again, and you enjoy your money. So me, that's why I'm very okay with it. So now that you have known how to set up full automatic mode and custom automatic mode. Is there any question on that? Because I need to go to manual. I need to go to manual settings. Is there any question in regard to what I've just shown you? Is there any question? I'm in XVG for over 2 years. You see this? You see what I've just told you? Here he is in XVG for over 2 years in spot trading. That's why I hate spot trading. That's why I hate it. I can't be in floating loss for all that. At least I better get stopped out and I enter more trades. So I want to ask, is there any question in regard to what I've just shown you on custom strategy? Because we want to go to manual trade settings. Okay. I believe there is no question because no one is writing. So if you want to go to also manual trades, must know in manual trades, which manual trades do you want to enter? Do you want to enter spot trades or futures trades? That is very, very important. In manual, which trades do you want to go for? Do you want to go for spot or you want to go for futures? Now, let me ask you a question still. In manual, the same question. Would you want to go for spot or for futures? Ah, he's here. Okay, market crashing. How does the bot make money when market is going down? I'm going to show you. Don't worry, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I'm asking a question. Do you want to trade spot? I want answers in the chat. Do you want to trade spot or futures? Just write one, spot or futures. Which one are you going for? You want to trade manually on spot or on futures? Okay, I see Jackson is saying on futures. I see CF is saying on futures. These only ones on the meeting. I see Caroline is saying futures. Of course, we want to go for futures trading. Now, let me show you. You're going to come here on signals. You're going to come here on signals. When you click on signals, they actually simplified everything. You can filter the signals by either looking at all signals or looking at only long or only short. So in this case, when the market is doing this going down, usually where you should look for is you should look for shorts. This is where you should look for. If there is any current short. Now, for example, the last short that was given 8 hours ago. But of course, if maybe some shots are coming in, maybe some shots are coming in within 15 minutes, they are coming in with maybe 1 hour back, they are coming in, maybe within 30 minutes, they are coming in, you can trade those. But of course, this one has been here for over 8 hours. It has overstayed, we won't trade it. But of course, when the market is moving down, okay, you should look for shorts. If the market starts coming back up and it is bouncing, you should look for longs. For example, right now, the market is bouncing back. If we look here, for example, you will see that these long signals are winning. Look at this. You see this? This long signal is winning. It was given just 27 minutes ago. It is a swing long signal. So to me, I would spot this when the market is bouncing back. How do you know that the market is bouncing back? If you see more coins are starting to turn green, okay? The coins which were in deep negative, they are now starting to come back to green. This means the market is just starting to bounce back. Okay, it is starting to bounce back. So you can now start trading the longs. So you should, before you even pick a side, you should know, is the market crashing? Is the market somehow recovering? You should know that. How do you know that? For example, you just come here in the bot, you check out of all these signals, how many signals are yellow or in negative, how many are in green. Okay. Also, you can track some coins. For example, you see maybe Ethereum was in -7, but is now coming back to -3, which means the market must be back, coming back. Bitcoin was in -7. It is now at -4, which means the market is coming back. Okay. So you should just get that rough idea in your head. Now, once you get that rough idea, come to signals here. Okay. But before even you come to signals, first come back here on custom strategy. Okay. You can customize the strategy which you want to trade with futures, even on manual. But even if you don't do that, I'm going to show you the right way to do it. So first come here on signals. Okay, come on signals. When you come on signals, okay, come to the one you want to trade. For example, let us put in this one. Okay, this one. It is a fresh signal. It is very fresh. What should you mind about? Mind about, is it a fresh signal or it is not a fresh signal? Has it been given in within 15 minutes? If it has been given within 15 minutes or 30 minutes, that is a good trade to go with. Okay, within 15 minutes to around 30 minutes, that is a good trade to go with. Also, make sure here it hasn't moved past 5%. If it has moved 5%, it has moved a lot. So for example, this is a fresh signal. It has been given right now, 3 minutes ago or 4 minutes ago, very fresh, and it has not yet moved by 5% here. Regardless of the percentage, I don't care about this percentage here. What is very important is to know, is this a long signal? It is a short signal. Has it been given within 15 minutes or 30 minutes? Okay. Is it a future signal or spot signal? Is it very fresh? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to first show you how you can trade a futures signal, and I'm also going to show you how you can trade a spot signal. Are there spot signals here? Are there spot signals here? Let me see whether there are spot signals. I don't see any spot signal. You can see the market is recovering. Aha. How you can also trade a spot signal, but you trade it in futures. I'm also going to show you that. How you can get a spot signal reported as spot, but you also trade it in futures. I'm going to show you that in the meantime. So let's go with this signal which has been given to us. So what do you do when you receive such a signal? Okay, when you receive such a signal, come here down on where it says execute trade. Okay, come on, execute trade. Click there. When you click on execute trade, okay, when you click on execute trade, come and click on precision trade. This is what I recommend. Come and click on precision trade. When you click on precision trade like this, it is going to open up this settings page and it's going to pre-fill everything. For example, you can see it has put in the RIF SDT. It has selected the direction it was long. It has already selected the direction. It has already selected this trade is for futures. It has already been selected. Then here, it has put in the leverage of 20x, but it is telling you use 6x switches, somehow smaller. So you can use 6x, okay, this one, or you can even reduce this further to 5x, or even reduce it further to maybe around maybe 3 or 4x, depending. For example, you can use 4x depending on what you want to use, or you can use this 5x. You can change the leverage according to what you want. Okay, but usually I recommend use a leverage between max 5x to 10x. It gives good profit, but it should be, for example, let me repeat this. If you know the coin is if it is BTC, Ethereum, Solana, BNB, XRP, if it is among these large market cap coins, if it is among these five, use a leverage between 5x to 10x. It is very safe. 5x to 10x, it is very safe. But if it is a different coin, not among those first five, use a conservative leverage of 3x to 5x. I recommend that 3x to 5x maximum. So you can choose 5x, for example, on this coin of RIF. You can choose 5x. It is jumping. It is moving hard. Okay. Now, come here down. The stop loss are come here down and select the margin or the amount of money you want to put into this coin. How much do you want to put into this coin? In this case, I can say I want to put in $50. $50. Okay. Now here it is the decision you're going to make. Remember, the take profit has already been put in. Take profit number one, take profit number two, take profit number three is already in. Even the stop loss is already in. You see that? Even the stop loss is already in. So here, when you come here, make sure these buttons are all on. Okay, these buttons are all on. Make sure it also this button leave it on as smart exit. Now, where is the difference? You can say that let me use smart DCA. What does smart DCA do? Smart DCA averages down. Averages down when the coin goes against you. It puts in more money. It keeps on adding more money. So when you put on this, when you leave this button on, because you need an explanation to understand what this button does. When this button, you leave it on like this, and you have selected that I want to put in $50 here. It is not going to put all the $50 at once. Rather, it will divide the $50 into this partition, okay, into 15%, 15%, 30%, and 40%. What does this mean? It means that he's going to first put in 15% of $50. How much is that? It's around $7. Okay, it's around $7. Then when the coin maybe goes, instead of going up, it goes against, it goes down. It's going to add in more 15% of the $50, and that now we have reached 30%. If the coin still goes against you, goes down, it's going to add in 30%. If the coin still goes against you, it's going to add in 40%, and that is your whole 50, 50, $50 will all go through, will go in within these three, within the entry plus three limit orders. But if you remove this button and you turn it off like this, if you turn this button off like this, it is going to put all the $50 at once. It is not going to put any limit order. It's going to put $50 at once. So that is the difference. Okay. Usually me, what I do, I do turn on this button. Okay. And here maybe sometimes I use $1,000 per trade. $1,000 per trade. Let me show you. Okay, let me see this. $1,000 per trade. Then also what is important, if you don't want to maybe to get a miscalculation if it is entering, it is better you come to strategy. You can first come back to strategy here and you select the specific strategy you want the bot always use. In this case, you can say I want to use $100 strategy on every trade. And when you turn on this button, the $100 strategy will be activated. Okay, the $100 strategy will be activated. Now, if you come back to signals, and you choose any signal, let's go with this one, any signal here. Okay, precision trade, it will feed everything. It will feed everything as it is feeding. For example, you can see everything is coming in. Reef has come in. Then when you come here, let's choose 5x leverage. Let's choose 5x. If you come here, everything is put in. But here, do you see this? Do you see that now it has put for me $100 here? Automatically, it has put for me $100. If you don't choose anything here, it will just disturb you when trying to configure. If you don't first select the strategy you want to use. So now it has put $100. So if I come here down, I can decide to turn on this DCA or leave it off. But for me, I usually leave it on such that the bot can protect me if the market goes against me. So yeah, I'm going to come and place order. You can just, this one, if you understand what it does and you have been trading before, you know if you need it or if you don't want it. Me, I usually put it on, but you can just put it off and you leave it off. So you click on place trade. Remember, it is REF USDT 5x. So we are going to come and confirm here. You can see smart DCA is enabled. It shows you here smart is enabled, smart exit is enabled. You place, you confirm long. So if you confirm long, the trade is going to enter. Okay, he's placing the trade, placing the trade. In a few seconds, it should be confirming that the trade has entered. Now, once it confirms that the trade has entered, you will see the trade running right away. Do you see this? The trade is running. But can you see that I selected $100, but has first put in $15? Do you see this, guys? It has first put in $15, not $100. Why? It is because I selected Smart DCA. If I did select that, it would have put the $100 at once. Okay, $100 at once. Everything is set for you. If you come here and you want to expand this, you'll see that the stop loss has been set. The TP1 has been set, TP2 has been set, TP3 has been set. Everything has been set, and the trade is going to run smoothly, like how any other automatic trade runs. It is going to be managed. So what is different? When it reaches 2.3% profit, when this trade reaches 2.3% trade profit, the stop loss is going to move from here and come to a value which is closer, such that it closes in at least 2% profit. Okay, it will come to a value where even if the trade wants to go back, it will lock in 2% profit, or 1.8 around that, because you factor in the trading fees and everything. Okay, then if the trade moves and it goes to 5%, the trade moves goes to 5%. Now the bot will put a trading stop. It will enable a trading stop on your balance. You see the trade after it has closed 5%, it will enable trading stop. Okay, trading stop. This the 2.3% lock and the trading stop were implemented, but they were not being implemented in the first few days. But we wrote, and I got a confirmation today morning, a message saying that the trading stop has been re-enabled and it is going to be triggering at 5%. And also the 2.3% FLA, it is going to be, they are going to, the body is going to always put a lock in a 2% profit once the trade closes 2.3% in ROI. That is very good. That is a very good improvement. But even if you see the trade is there, not moving very well, you can also come here and close it manually. Maybe it has entered profit of plus $3. You want to close that and move away. You can close the trade by clicking here and you close it manually. For example, let me just show you live, because after all, I'm teaching. Let me show you live. If I click here, it is going to close right away. You see this? It is going to close. Just waiting for a few seconds, it is going to close and remove the trade. You can see that it has closed and removed the trade, even though at a negative. So you can do this. You close your trade even when it is making for you money. You can see this is the small negative that has happened on the trade right now that we've just closed. Okay. So how about if you want to trade a spot signal? Make sure if you want to trade spot, first also come here on strategy, okay, and enable spot. Come to spot here, come to spot. Then come here down, you enable spot. That is if you want to trade a spot signal. The same procedure, go to signals, look for a spot signal. A spot signal is the one which shows you spot. Okay, it's labeled spot. So look for it. Okay, these are all futures. You can see futures. Futures, 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 futures. Let's look for a spot signal. It's also futures. The market is coming back, guys. The market is coming back. We are going to make money. Futures. The market is bouncing back. Futures. For example, this is a spot signal. Spot signal. I hope you can see the spot signal. So what I'm going to do, you're going to come here on execute trade. Execute trade. Click here on precision trade. It will also take you to the same page. Okay, same page. This is the QSDT, a spot signal. Okay. Here you can see it's going to pre-feed in the pair. You can see the pair has been put. The pair has been put. Okay. This trade made a lot of money. It made a lot of money. It's already going up. Then you see spot is selected, long is selected, market order is selected. Now here you pre-feed in the amount. You can reduce it or increase it. Okay. You can reduce the pre-feed amount or you increase it. Then you can decide to leave the DCA on. I mean, you can decide to leave the stop loss on or you give it off. Usually when you're trading spot, there's no need for a stop loss. So turn this off, turn the stop loss off. Okay, turn the stop loss off. Then when you come here, you can say place trade. Then you confirm and the trade is going to enter. The same thing. But now, let us also talk about something else. How can you get a spot signal? This signal has just been given. Let me trade it. Let me trade this signal right now. Let me trade this signal, ZEC by USDT. Let me trade it right now, right away. Yes. Which leverage? Oh, it is trading here. I'm going to pay funding fees. You see this? So let me reduce the leverage and I see 5x. Okay, 5x. That is very safe for me. I put in $100. Everything is set. Everything is set. Let me just click on place trade. I come here and confirm the trade. So the trade is going to enter as I show you. As we look for another example, I show you how to turn a spot signal into a futures trade. Because if you learn this, your people will be able to track as many trades as possible. You can see H bars entered. Let us look for another trade. Okay. So let's look for a spot trade. Let's look for a spot trade. I'm going to use the example of ZEC still because it was a spot trade. And I show you how you can turn a spot trade into a futures trade. So if you come here and execute trade, you click on precision trade. Now you can see here the direction as it is feeding, as it is pre-feeding everything. You can see the direction already selected is long. Okay, do you see this? Direction is long because in spot you only trade long, you don't go short. So what you do, come and change this. You can see spot is selected. Come and select futures. Come and select futures. That is as simple as that. As simple as that. Come and select futures. After select futures, then you can now change the leverage. You can see you can now change the leverage and move it around. Maybe, let's see, maybe a leverage of around, let's see, can I go with 4% or 4x? Okay, you can go with the leverage, maybe 5x. Still, that is okay. But I think they should add for us a manual selector. So here you can pre-feed in everything that you want. So this was a spot signal, remember. It was a spot trade, remember. But I've changed it to futures. Sorry about that. Let me go back. I've messed up everything, okay. It was ZEC-USDT. It was a spot signal. You can see it is labeled as spot, but I want to trade it in futures. I click on execute trade. I call it precision trade. I change from spot to futures. That is the only change. Now I take on futures. Now I can be able to trade it in futures. Okay. Then what next? I change the leverage. You can see leverage is 1x. You can trade it on 1x if you want, but you can use 5x or 3x or what. So let me select 5x. Here everything is pre-filled. The TPs are pre-filled. Stop loss is pre-filled. What I have to do, just turn on this smart DCA. Me, I turn on the smart DCA. If you don't want it, leave it off. Smart DCA. Here you can also change that. I want to put in maybe I can want to put in maybe $30 or $20 or $10. Just I want to put in $10. You can do that. Okay. I want to put in $10. You can do that. So, but me, I usually trade with $100. Now I'm going to come here and select place long trade. I confirm, and the trade is going to enter as a futures trade. So that's how simple it is to enter manual trades inside your crypto flow board. I don't know, guys. Is that very hard? Is that very hard, guys? Is that very hard? Can I set a preset price in case I don't want to enter. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can, dear. First, come here on signal. Let me show you. For example, let's look at this algo. For example, you wanted to trade this algo. Maybe it has just been given. You want to trade algo. You can come here on execute trade. Execute trade. Okay, execute trade. You come here on precision trade. Then you come here where it says limit. You want to place a limit order. Limit. Okay, maybe you reduce leverage to 6x. You want to place a limit order. This is the preset price. So you enter the price at which you want the bot to initiate the trade. That is the limit order price. So it will go ahead and place a limit order inside your Binance account and wait for that specific condition to fulfill, and you enter the trade. So you can place limit orders, you can place market orders, you can do anything, you can tweak around the settings. Okay, that's how simple it is. You can place a limit order for sure. Okay. Very simple, very simple. It is very simple. So you can benefit from the market conditions. And also, let me show you. You might be someone, you have gone to your trading view, okay? You have gone to your trading view, and maybe you looked at, for example, you looked at maybe let's take an example of maybe Link. You looked at Link USDT, because I know some of you are professional traders. It is at the discount zone, and it is coming back in the 4-hour time frame. 1-hour time frame, it's still the same thing. You know this trade is going to come back here, at least here on equilibrium. So I have to cancel. Am I still around? Am I still available? Am I still loud and clear? Guys, am I still loud and clear? Am I still loud and clear, guys? Okay. I'm showing you an example. There are some of you who know how to analyze the market. You come here to trading view, you see this trade is most likely going to come back to equilibrium here. And this is the 2%. This is the 2% take profit. Okay. So you say what? How do you say? This link is going to make for me money, because I know some of you are traders. You know how to do these things. They are not very new to you. Okay. To some, it might be new. So you come, this was link. Okay. This was link. This was link. And you confirm this trade is able to make for you 2%. So what you do? You come to your bot. Okay. Come to crypto flow. Come to this section now. Okay. Come to this section of trades. Now this is where you come. This section of trades. When you come to trades, come on new trade here. New trade. New trade. This is for people who already know how to trade. If you're new, don't attempt this, guys. If you're very new, don't attempt this. I beg of you, my dear. My dear friends, I beg you, and I beg you so much. So much. If you know you are new, what I'm showing you this one, don't attempt it. Please, 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 I beg. You're going to lose money. This is for only seniors, people who have been in the market for long. They understand the market. They understand how to read the market, how to read candlesticks, how to read chart patterns and everything. So this is for professional. The one I'm showing you right now, it is for professional traders. Okay, someone can go to the chart and identify a setup. So you have identified your setup of Link USDT. What do? You come to trades. Okay, come to new trade. Come to new trade. Then come to here, pair. You want to put in a pair, Link USDT. Link USDT, it is here. You tap in it. It fills in. Link USDT. So it is now upon you to choose which direction do I want to take. I want to take a long direction or a short direction. In this case, I'm going to remain it at long. Then, which is the leverage I want to take? If you're sure, you can use a higher leverage up to 125x. If you're not sure, use a small leverage, maybe 5x or 3x. Usually, me, I don't exceed 5x. I think I'm scared of the market. How much do you want to put in this? I want to put in my $20. I want to put in my $20. Okay. Where do you want your take profit to be? Take profit. Where do you want it to be? You can use, for some of you are very good professional traders, you can use Fibonacci retracement zones to determine the take profit. Okay. Or you can say 0.5, 1%, and 2%. Okay. Or you can put in the prices. Okay. You can put in the prices. Because this is done by people who understand what they are doing. For example, me here, I can use a Fibonacci retracement zone to make sure I get the what? I get the, let me say, this is the last high. Here. I can use this Fibonacci retracement to make sure I understand where I'm to put my take profits, because here I see my take profit number one is going to be, yeah, number one. Let me put it in very near around here. Okay, around here. Take profit number two, I put it where? Take profit number two, I put it on this price here on equilibrium. Take profit number three on a complete reversal here. Okay, this is for some of you who know how to analyze the charts. So then I put my stop loss where? Let me put my stop loss around. This is for people who know how to trade. Around this last green candle here down here. Okay, below the 38 zone here, around here. I put my stop loss here. Okay, and I move on. Or you can use risk to reward. You can use risk to reward. This is for professional traders, guys. Don't get me wrong. You can say, let me use a risk to reward. Instead of using that just Fibonacci zones, let me use a risk to reward of, I want a risk to reward of 1:2. This is a long position. I use risk to reward of, was here, 1:2. 1:2. Where is the stop loss? The stop loss should be around here. Then I'm targeting a 1:2 around here. And this is my position. So I come and I label where I want to take profit. Okay, maybe 50% through TP1. I can, like, for people who know how to do this. This is for professionals. Okay, me, what I use usually, what I use to determine the take profits, I usually use a fib retracement. A fib retracement. I draw my retracement. You paper away. I draw my retracement to determine where I should put the take profit levels. Okay, take profit number one, take profit number two, and take profit number three at full retracement. Then you come and put those values here on take profit. Come here on take profit. You go either price or percentage. Usually price is very good where you know the specific price you're taking the price. Put it take profit number one, take profit number two, take profit number three. Come here and you turn on stop loss. Turn on this button for stop loss. You put in your stop loss here. Come and turn on this button for smart exit. You turn on smart exit. Also, the button for smart DCA can only be available once you put in some good amount of money here, maybe $100 and above. You see the smart DCA button enabling. So you can do that and you place your long order, it will go into your trades. So let me ask once again. Okay, apart from the last session which I've just explained, is this hard? I need some support. The trades my bot is running currently are in profits, but they are not being reflected on my Binance account. They are just stale trades. Just close them. Close them. If they are not in Binance, then they are not in Binance. The real money sits on Binance. Just close them inside the bot. Okay. If you're seeing stale trades, come here on the trade and you close it. Come on the trade and you close it. Come on the trade and you close it. On this X, click on that X and you close the trade. It's going to go away if they're not in your Binance. So let me ask, apart from the last section where I've told you it is for only professional traders who can go and analyze the charts, is everything else hard? Is everything else hard? I want to know, guys, apart from the last session, last section, is everything else hard? So that's how simple it is. That's how simple it is. Not hard at all. So also, I want to tell you guys, the crypto industry, sometimes, because I see some people somehow get frustrated when they are, what provokes a trader to use precision or different option. Precision gives you more control of the trade. Precision gives you more control of the trade. That's why I like precision. That's why I didn't even talk about the other two. But you can explore them, what they do. But me, I like to use precision trade because it gives me more control of the trade. Okay, that is it. Then also, I want to mention this. The crypto market, okay, it will give you profits. It will give you profits. When things are good, you will make the money. But you should also prepare your mind that there will be some bad days. There'll be some bad days where the market is going to refuse. For example, out of nowhere, Trump made a statement. Michael Saylor sells 32 Bitcoin. And all of a sudden, Bitcoin comes from 70 where it was somehow lingering and sitting to 65K. That's why many people lost a lot of money. Actually, if you were not liquidated, if you are never liquidated, thank Crypto Flow Bot. Because trust me, people out there lost money. I've just shown you on I've just shown you on X. I've just shown you on X how people lost a lot of money through liquidations. Okay, how people lost a lot of money through liquidations. Let me get for you that information once again for those of you who joined late. Okay, let me show you that information. People lost everything. People lost everything. Okay, everything. Let's look at this. Let me get something here. So it's been posted 60 minutes ago. 60 minutes ago. 1.8 billion. 1.8 billion has been liquidated in BTC long trades. 840 million. We are talking about $1 million. So it is not only you who is seeing the market is misbehaving. It is not only you. People outside there, they have lost a lot of money. What we call a liquidation, you wake up one day, for example, my account had 10,000, I think it was coming to 10,000, $10,800. Was it around that $10,800? Okay. You wake up one day, if it is a liquidation, you remain, go to check your account, you see zero. You see zero. I know some of this have happened to you. You wake up in the morning, me, it has ever happened. I wake up, I had 4,500. I got to wake up, I saw zero. My account was at zero. Nothing was on my account. I lost everything in one day, just in one bad trade. But what crypto flow does, it protects you from a liquidation. That's why it places stop loss. And I do beg you people, do not maneuver those stop losses. Do not fidget with those stop losses. Leave the stop loss. Today morning, I got a confirmation also in an email that the stop loss adjustment system had been implemented. It is now working. For example, when your bot buys all the DCA limit orders, it buys the enterprise and also buys the 3 DCA limit orders. These are total 4 entries. Now, it looks at the weighted average entry. What is the weighted average entry? Or what is the average buying price that I bought on? So it determines from this buying price and the money that has entered. Where can I adjust and I put the stop loss so that this person can lose around 3% to maximally 10% of the money that is in this trade? So previously they had implemented it, but it was not working. But today I saw it on my account. That's why on this trade specifically, if you can look on this trade, that's why on this trade I was stopped out at 10%. Do you see this? And this one was stopped out at 12%. Why? It is because they implemented the 3% to 10% rule. So now the maximum you can lose on a trade is around 10%, 12% around there. They implemented that rule, and I was stopped out today morning. I was complaining, you people, why has my trade gone out? And I got an explanation that the stop loss was adjusted by the system automatically to stop me out at 10%. Make sure I don't lose a lot of money on the same trade. So this has been implemented. So you'll see your trades whenever the 4 DCA orders fill, you see the stop loss is going to be moving from where it was maybe at negative 30. It's going to move up and make sure it goes stop you at maybe negative 3% or negative 5% or negative 10% maximum. That once they have implemented it. So to me, when I see some positions are still available, even when I got some stop outs, I thank God for Crypto Flow Bot. Otherwise, I would have lost my account, blown everything, and I go back to zero. Imagine losing 10K in just one night. I was liquidated 800 yesterday. Yes, because the market has been misbehaving. Me, I lost I think it was $748 on those 3 trades. $748. What does reduce only do, or when do we use it? Reduce only, it is you're telling the bot when TP1 is hit, or when see the market is maybe good, it closes off some. For example, when you put on reduce only order, reduce only, it keeps on closing small parts of the trade. You see the trade had $150, but you check on it again, you see it is remaining with $30. You see where has the rest gone? So it has been closing off small in parts. That is what we call a reduce only order. Reduce only order, let me repeat it. Reduce, when you turn on reduce only, what does it mean? Reduce only means if you had put maybe $100 in a trade, if the bot sees that you can close off some trade, maybe close off a small loss or maybe close off some good profit, it is going to keep on reducing the money in the trade. You wake up one day, maybe in the morning it had $100, you check it on it, and maybe at 10 a.m., it is now remaining with around $87. You start wondering, what has the 13 gone? It reaches around 12 midday, you find the road trade which I was remaining with 87 is now remaining with $60. Sorry about that. So it keeps on reducing the amount of money in the trade while closing off some parts of the trade. That is what a reduce only order does. So guys, I thank you for attending. If there are any questions, please you can go ahead and ask the questions. I see Leader Zush. Yes, Leader Zush, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Yes, Dixon. I'm the one who asked about the preset. If I want to set in a preset. This morning I tried to set a preset, and the trade entered immediately. That is when I knew that it is not working.
Okay, I had not yet tried it out, but since I saw it there, I knew it was working. That's why
No,
I said
it is
you can
not.
set limit
The
order.
moment
If
you
it is
set
not,
in
then
like when you set it in, it shouldn't trigger the trade, but it triggered the trade, and I was waiting for the trade at a certain price. It immediately entered me into the market.
Okay. Then we are going to submit that, don't worry. Because
Then
whatever we have submitted,
secondly,
they have worked on it.
when I go and look for my own trades and I come to enter them, like the last option you used whereby you tap on the plus new trade, what, the bot moves out my trades.
It removes your trades because it doesn't
Yes.
recognize them.
Yes,
Okay,
it
that is
removes
very
them out.
dangerous. That is very bad.
So I keep missing money like that.
True. So 2 points to note. I'm going to forward them in an email. So if someone gets their own trade from maybe from TradingView, they can put in their parameters. The bot force closes the trade right away.
Yeah,
That
it
is bad.
just
Also,
removes it
limit
out.
limit orders are not working in that section.
Then another thing on spot, precision. We need the DCA. It's not working.
Okay.
It
When you go
can't
to
add you
precision on
money.
spot.
Yes, there is no option for adding money.
Okay, let me see. I didn't know. This is a spot signal. You see how the market is jumping back in just 1 minute. It is up by 25%. Okay. I think let me check it out. Oh, true. The DCA is not there. Yeah, true.
Yeah, we need the DCA so that it can keep adding money.
Yeah, I'm going to also add that in that email that I'm going to write. Then also maybe because Leader Josh, I remember you told me as you applying that something needed to change, especially on the stop loss. Today morning,
Yes.
they made it mandatory. Actually, you see, if you had some trades that were running in negative, you see them closing because they implemented that. Today morning, I received an email when it was implemented because I wrote and I was on them. Please, guys, help us here. We are losing money, and it was implemented. Also,
Especially if this was implemented before yesterday's dump, most people wouldn't have lost a lot of money like the way they lost it.
Very true. Yeah, but what I've learned is that they do listen. What I've learned is that they do listen. When we write, they listen. That is what I've liked about the management. They don't just ignore and as if you don't exist. They do listen. Actually, for them, they implemented and they thought everything was right. Actually, when I wrote back saying that the stop loss was not adjusting, They were like, but everything seems to be fine from our end. But then I kept on pressing, and today morning they sent me a revised email where I think they had modified everything, and now it is working very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then another thing, there, I
Mm.
don't know. I don't know how it is working. You can look, you can get a coin like in Binance. You go make
Mm.
analysis on it on TradingView. Come and enter it
Mm.
here. It refuses. So I
Yes.
want to know the coins on Crypto Flow bot. Like
Mm.
there are some coins that are missing. Like you can't trade on
Yes.
Crypto Flow bot, but they're on Binance.
Yes. CryptoFlow bot focuses on the top 100 by market cap. Okay, top 100 coins by market cap. Rarely does it extend to top 150 trades, 150 coins. If you look at the trades it takes, they are not these usual normal meme coins, the pump and dump meme coins. They are not that. It focuses on the quality coins with good liquidity. So it is possible you can go ahead and analyze your coin, broccoli 14 or some other coin. You bring it here, it refuses your coin. I'm not going to trade that for you. I'm not going to risk your money. But I think they should enable the option, even if the coin is not available, they should start listing those coins that are mostly requested and they add them. But what I know is that it focuses on the top 100. Okay, it first focuses on the top 50, top 50 coins. Those are the highest liquidity coins. If it tries to get a setup, it goes ahead to analyze the top 100. If it doesn't get a setup, it goes ahead to analyze the top 150. It stops at top 150. Top 150. So if the coin you're placing is not among the top 150, it is going to refuse. That's how it
Okay,
was like because I also
then
noticed that.
lastly, Dixon, I think you should also talk to them about this. Like
Mm,
you see the way Royalty used to be like when you tap on a coin, it is going to show you the
mm,
chart. There and then,
mm,
sometimes you don't need to go to Trading View. You just look on the structure there and then you're able to click. You get.
I'm
But
going to
here,
go
it
ahead and
doesn't respond. It doesn't. When you try to tap, say like I'm tapping
it
on
doesn't.
Solana,
It
it
doesn't.
doesn't. You
Yeah,
get. I wish it could open the way it would open on Royal Q. The way they had designed it, like
very true.
it would save us a lot of time. You get.
Very true. Very true.
Hey, even if the signal is given, I want to verify the signal. I just tap on the pair, then I see where is the entry, or what is there. Then I'm able to enter the signal with confidence. You get.
Very
But
true.
again, I have to go to Trading View. Eh?
Very true. Then also, what I noticed is that in relation to, was it your question?
Mm.
I think I've forgotten what I wanted to say. But okay. What I've noticed is that right now they have a lot because these days we have been submitting a lot of things. So they are sorting out one by one. And I don't think if we submit it is I don't think it is priority right now because right now because me I usually write and I get replies. But from what I know is that they are working mainly on stabilizing the trading side to make sure it is more stable. There are no data mismatches. To make sure the short signals are coming in as frequent as possible. Make sure everything the setups are good. That's what they are really focusing on as per now. Stop losses are implemented. Take profits are implemented. That is what they have been focusing on. I think even from the last announcement we saw that. So we can also go ahead and submit in our because whenever we submit in, they do reply whether they are going to work on it urgently or maybe it is going to take some time. You can write Zush. I'm also going to write. If we write and we are many, of course they see if they say a complaint is being raised from many people, they also go ahead and work on us very fast.
Okay, all right. Thank you. So
Yeah.
that's all. But I need the preset thing to be fixed. I'm missing a lot of trades.
I understand and do understand
Mm.
because I know we have traders here who would like to enter their setups and they trade right away. Let me see,
Thank you.
Carol. Welcome. Carol, hope you're doing well. You can unmute. Oh, sorry. Okay, Carol, unmute once again. Unmute once again.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Thank you, Mr. Dixon, for teaching us. Now, mine, on that issue of Madame Zushe, I think you should not talk about adding some other coins to me, because you remember in crypto pilot, those coins which could pump us 1,000%. No, for sure, no. We don't need those coins again.
It seems
At
you have
least
bad
let us
experience.
remain with these coins which can pump maybe 100%, but 1,000, 500%. Yeah. No.
So you remember the coins such as Siren. Siren
Yes.
took almost $2,000 of mine. So
So banange nze nsaba, for those who know how to trade, do your technical analysis and trade on Binance. But they should not add those coins on our boat, banange. Me, I beg.
Leader Zush, what do you have to say? Get the mic.
Yes.
I did not say that they should add those coins, guys. Get me right.
I think she
You
was
get.
asking.
Naga, I said, if I go to Binance and I pick a coin and I come do analysis on it, I want to enter it in the bot. I wanted to understand that the pairs that are showed on crypto flow, are they are all the coins in Binance, are we able to trade all the coins in Binance in crypto flow? And you said no. Then I gave you an example where I did analysis on a certain coin, got it in Binance, and I came to flow and it was not there. I just needed clarity. I didn't say they should add the coins.
Okay.
Yes,
So
but
it was
Mr.
just a
Dixon said that
clarifying
he
question.
would ask them and see whether they can add those coins. But
Yeah,
please,
me, that's
me, I
what
No,
I
beg.
said.
what I
Me, that's what
wanted,
I
what
said.
I was asking for is whereby if I tap on, when I go to the home screen on the dashboard and I tap on Solana,
It should
like
open
it
up
should respond. Yes, simple.
by
I
opening up
didn't
a chat.
say they should add coins. You get, those are
Okay.
two different things. I just want to see a screenshot of the chart. Simple.
Okay. Thank you
And
very
that is
much.
not a priority right now. And I understand that is something that can be done later. We can still maneuver with what we are doing. I'm not
Yeah.
asking for more coins to be added, for heaven's sake.
Yeah, true. So it was just a clarifying question. It was not a request. It is me who said I'm going to request, but of course, from the submission of Carol, I'm not going to request. What I'm going to write maybe in an email, there are certain things that I'm going to write about. One is to make sure the limit order thing works on the trade settings page. Then secondly, on spot, they add the
The
on
manual
the
bit,
precision
Dixon.
on
The
pardon?
manual bit where you enter the trade, like add trade, new trade, that
Yes.
new trade thing.
Yes.
Yeah, where the robot pushes out your trade.
Yes. I'm going to
Hey.
make sure I also write about that when you add in a trade that is in crypto flow, the coin is in crypto flow, but you
Yeah,
have
but you've
added it
not
by
used
going
the
through the
signal.
manual. Yes. Then it expels your trade. I'm going to add that. Then another point is that for spot trading, there is a need for DCA on the different channels for spot trading, the different manual channels for spot trading. There's a need for DCA to be added.
Yes.
I'm also going to ask that. Then also above the chart, I'm also going to add that as an addition to make sure the chart is added. Those are the things I'm going to submit. You can also always write to management on support@cryptoflowsignals.com. That is the email for the management. Support@cryptoflowsignals.com. You can also write if you have any suggestion or anything that you want to put across. You can always write. They do respond. They may not respond in time, but they always do respond. I've seen where you write and maybe the reply takes over 4 hours or 5 hours or 8 hours, but I always get a reply. So you always write. If they can always reply to you. If they see us, we are requesting something, and they will do add it because I've seen it happening in the past. We've seen people writing, and the things are being added. That is all for today. Thank you very much for attending. Go and teach your people these things. Okay, go and teach your people these things. Teach them how to use these manual signals. Let them learn because after all, it is your team. If your team wins, you also win. Go and teach your team how to do these manual trade settings, and they are going to participate. They are going to learn how to put these manual trades. And once they learn and they put in these manual trades, they win, you also win. Okay? So go teach your people these things. Otherwise, have a good day. I hope to see you in the evening on the call. Then on 20th, remember, Leaders Wish, I don't know whether you'll be there in Kampala. On 20th, we have an event in Kampala. We have an event 20th on June. We have an event at Hotel Triangle, Buganda Road, Kampala. I invite everyone, invite your friends to come and attend with them. Make sure you bring at least 5 to 10 people because those people, they are the ones going to, after the meeting, they're going to activate and you enjoy the benefits. Okay, Zoom user, you have one last question. I see your hand is up. You can ask your question and we move on. Zoom user, you can tap in the mic, ask your question, and we close the meeting. Okay. If Zoom is not available, have a good day. Hope to see